Weather has allowed these animals to flourish through the cold season when they're normally hunkered down in attics or chimneys or decks. So they're healthier. The moms are going to be healthier. So we're going to see a boom in the baby season as we're just getting into that now. They're breeding in, having their babies. And we're seeing this across our 23 locations across from Nova Scotia, Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Hamilton, Sudbury, you name it. Every territory across Canada, we're seeing this increase in urban wildlife.
Now, as somebody who's been woken up on more than one occasion by raccoons outside my bedroom door, tell me what this is going to mean, this activity and this boom, in what's it going to mean for homeowners?
Well, homeowners should be diligent. They should be getting on their roofs, making certain any loose shingles are repaired, looking for entry areas. Roof vents on homes should be screened with a heavy screen so these animals can't get in, or chimneys should have a proper screen on them. Because these animals are opportunistic. If they get a crack, if they can start chewing and tearing, they will gain access into your attic or into your chimney.
So what are the weak points that they look for in a home?
Well, every home has vents on the roof to allow proper ventilation of your attic or your home. So those are really a weak area. There's plumbing systems that compromise the roof structure. Of course, chimneys, vents on your walls. If you have a deck or a porch, raccoons and skunks will dig under those areas and give birth underneath those areas. So these are all, weak and vulnerable areas.
So that's where you want to add extra, pay more attention, but also add chicken wire? What do you do to secure the areas?
Chicken wire will be compromised. They'll chew through it or rip it apart. So a heavier gauge screening about the thickness of a coat hanging wire. Also any soffit areas, a side split or a back split where that soffit comes in to meet the shingles, getting up there and putting some reinforcements with some screws to keep it in place is always a great idea as well.
Other than having the raccoons wake you up in the morning, in the middle of the night, as I've experienced, are there other signs to be aware of when you're observing the creatures around your property that they might be shacking up in your house?
Obviously, any feces, there's a roundworm associated with raccoon feces that's very dangerous to ever ingest through the human system. So if you're seeing droppings on your roof or in your garden, just being diligent that these animals are around. In a square kilometer, there can be anywhere from 50 raccoons. So they're out there in our urban environment. They're here to stay, and we're not going to get rid of them. So we need to really focus on animal-proofing our structures and our homes.
In the meantime, are there humane ways to deter them from making their homes there?
One of the most simplest ways for a homeowner, if they're in their backyard or in your garden, is there's a motion-censored sprinkler called a scarecrow. It's just easily attached to your hose and put it in your backyard. And whenever it senses motion, the sound, the noise, the spraying of water, that should help keep these skunks and raccoons and sometimes even crazy teenagers out of your backyard.
I'm just picturing all kinds of, somebody coming in at the back door holding their keys. Oh, sorry, honey, I thought you were a raccoon.
There you go.
What about babies? I mean, if you spot raccoon babies on your property, they are so cute, but I feel like we're not supposed to touch them.
Right, they are very, very cute, but they will grow up to be very destructive animals. Obviously, with the threat of rabies in the Hamilton area, you don't want to be touching urban wildlife. So kind of, keep your distance and call a professional to come out and take a look at them.
And then when will this extended breeding season be over?
Well, we've seen, for the past 27 years, we've seen sometimes babies all the way through until the end of June, sometimes even into July. So they're just starting giving birth now, but, we'll see newborn baby raccoons, late May, mid-June. So it's a wide area, and we definitely should not be trapping these animals and relocating them, because then that's going to cause orphans in your attic or orphans in your chimney, as well as spread the risk of diseases such as rabies and distemper.
All right. Well, good advice. Thank you so much for your time today.
Okay. Thanks, Joe.
Bill Dowd is president of Skedaddle